Blog Talk Radio.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, Executive Producer of the Female Solution Radio Show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit ZeldaSpeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
Grand Rising. Thank you for another day of being a part of our morning think tank on the Female Solution radio show. We've got some great things coming up this week, and we're anxious to share them with you, our loyal listeners. And we want you to participate in our discussions. Next week, we're launching something very important on Mondays, and that is our Monday morning uplifting thought of the day. And we're looking for those of you who are perhaps motivational speakers or people who keep abreast of good news that's happening in our world. And we want you to send us a 5-minute commentary, no more than 5 minutes, please. Email it to Latif Media Group, that's Latif Media, MEDIA, Group, GROUP, at yahoo.com. And we will feature you during our Monday morning session from 7 a.m. to 7:30 to give us a good boost for the day, because our Monday mornings, as you've heard from our Monday morning host, Zelda Speaks, our Monday mornings need to motivate us and uplift us for the week. So we know we have weekends that sometimes they're a bit challenging. And it's hard to get out of bed on Monday morning when you have to face the dread of another 5 days of maybe working someplace that you don't want to be. So we're going to give an opportunity to commentators from all across the country and all around the world to send us your audio recording. Now, of course, if you know how to work your smartphone and you know how to do an audio recording and simply hit send, we want you to make a 5-minute recording, an observation of a news event, perhaps a good deed that you observed someone doing, something positive that has happened that has changed something in the world that you have observed, something that can be a source of motivation and encouragement to the listeners. Please, positive news only. No venting, no angry rants. 5 minutes of motivation. Give us your name, where you're from, and your 5-minute motivational moment. Because we know that there are many people who have things to share. And we want you to be a part of this process of changing the minds of our listeners, our viewing audience for those shows we have on Facebook Live, on Saturdays and Sundays, and during the week when we need a moment of inspiration. We want to be able to go back in the archives and listen to your words. So again, that email address is Latif Media Group. That's LATIF Media, MEDIA, Group, GROUP, at yahoo.com. And for the subject, we want you to put in caps, Monday morning motivation. Now make a note of that in the cap, write in capital letters, Monday morning motivation. So we're looking to hear from all of you who have motivational things to say, and please make sure it's a motivation. No commercials about your business. There's another way you put commercials on our show, and the commercials that you hear, they are paid advertisers. That's how we take care of our expenses and our hosts and all of the things that help us to grow. So there's a difference between a motivational moment that we want to share with good news of good activities, uplifting information, and a commercial about your business. Commercials, we've got a website for that, www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com, and click on the radio advertising page. That guides you through the whole process, and you can record your advertisement and email it to that same address. Of course, the information on how to pay and everything is right there on the website. So we have something for all who want to be a part of this radio show, but we want you to do it in the right way. The motivational moments, that is something that you're sharing that's going to uplift. The advertising for your business, that's something that you're investing in your business in order to help it grow and help you to identify customers. So again, when you send us that recording from your cell phone, real simple, just make sure there's no background noise, make sure it's clear. We don't want to have to do a lot of edits. If you're going to record music in the background of your, whatever you send, whether it's your Monday morning motivation or it's your commercial, you need to make sure that it is high quality. We don't want things garbled or muffled, but we are giving you an opportunity to share with us your good news. And we want to encourage the world to believe that the world is getting better. We are living in a time where people are learning to treat each other well. And we are living in a time that things such as racial discrimination and gender discrimination are disappearing. We're living in a time where people are choosing to help their neighbors in times of distress. And we've seen some acts of heroism during some of the disasters that have happened, the hurricanes, the floods, the fires. We've seen people reach out and help their neighbors. So even tragedies can produce good news when you can applaud somebody who perhaps risked their life to save someone else. Those are positive things we want to share with our listeners. So we want you to help us to identify good news, even if it's something such as someone pushing a stranger's wheelchair to help them get across the street, or someone carrying an elderly citizen's grocery bags, or just living in a world where people are learning how to act as sisters and brothers to each other. And there are some happy things to look forward to because people are choosing to live in peace and demonstrate love. We want you to share those that we want you to give us good news. We want you to put together a 5-minute or less commentary and email it to Leaf Media Group, LFMediagroup @yahoo.com, and put in caps under the subject, Monday Morning Motivation. That's Monday Morning Motivation. So we're looking forward to you sharing your Monday morning motivation with us. And again, in your recording, state your name, where you're from, and then give us your thought for the day. Record it right there on your cell phone and email it, and we will play a Monday morning motivation on Monday mornings between our 7 a.m. and 7:30 hour to gear us up for our Monday morning host, Zelda Speaks. And so you can add to our Monday morning mindfulness by sharing your words of inspiration. We appreciate you so much for being a part of this show. We are growing and expanding. Another wonderful thing we're sharing with you, of course, many of you know we're our successful launch of the On Air magazine and got such rave reviews, and we're now in production of our next editions, and we're looking forward to all of those who may even be a part of the process of reporting and including their information in the next upcoming editions. So we have a multiplicity of communications avenues, And when you have your own media, you can define the narrative, as they say. You can choose to remind people of the good things happening and the opportunities that exist. You can choose to help them be grateful for what they have and the progress they've made. And you can change the vibration that exists. So our goal is to raise the vibration from despair and hopelessness to joy and anticipation. We can do that by how we choose to define reality. I'm not one to do a lot of gloom and doom talking or to rehash a lot of bad news that circulates. And I understand that we need to be aware of those things that are distressing. We'll talk later on in the coming weeks about where to address those distressing things. We've got a number of initiatives designed to reverse some of the effects of these distressing videos that have circulated the internet, things such as police beatings of citizens and other acts of injustice that can really make your blood boil. And this is a sign that we need to change the energy that we have created. And so there's a way to do that that is effective, much more effective than continuously ranting, because the rants and ravings only vent negative emotions but don't change the reality. So people who are still infected with fear of others, they involve themselves in acts of aggression that are hurtful and harmful. We have to address what is happening in a way that identifies the problem and the thing that needs to be healed in the person that creates the problem. Because otherwise, we end up simply venting and nothing changes. And the intention is to change our reality, not merely vent about it. So part of that process is starting our Monday mornings off with a Monday morning motivation. And we encourage you to be part of our Monday morning motivation team by sending us your 5 minute or less, not 5 minutes and 30 seconds, but 5 minutes or less Monday morning motivation. A word of good news, a word of encouragement from you. Send it to Latif Media Group at yahoo.com, LatifMediagroup at yahoo.com. We look forward to hearing from you, and you'll certainly get a chance to be a part of this global network. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. So, another upcoming exciting thing we'll be announcing is the on-air app. We've designed an app for your phone where you can punch in our shows immediately and listen in online. And most people have some phone device that will connect them to the internet. Well, we want this to be an easy process for you. We want it to be a process that gives you a chance to listen in wherever you are, whether you're driving in your car. Nowadays, car phones are hooked to your telephone so that the speakers come right through your car and you can drive with your hands free and still listen in. You can be at your desk, or walking down the street, whatever the case may be. But we want it to be easy for you to be a part of our conversations. So we will be introducing the On Air app to download on your phone and to connect directly, not just with hosts of the Female Solution, but those who we have connected to on the On Air network that have shows all throughout the week, all day long, to just listen in, call in, and add your voice to the conversation. So we'll be talking to each other all day long, all across the country and all around the world. We'll have ways for you to talk to some of the international hosts, those who are part of the network that are from London, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, Nigeria. We've had calls in which we have connected across the water, and we want to enable you to talk to those who are in other countries so that they can share what's really going on, especially when things pop up in the news. So look for that upcoming as well. As we grow and expand and include, we look for your participation in this process by sharing your thoughts, and we welcome your calls every day. And all our shows are archived at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. So you can always go back and retrieve a conversation. And if you happen to have been a guest or someone who made a special presentation, you can take that archived show and send it out to your friends, and if you're in business, your clients. So this morning, we'll be joined by our Monday morning host, Zelda Speaks, and her guest today is Loren Wilson, Caterer, head of the Sole Ingredient Catering, LLC. And we'll take a look at how to go from employee to entrepreneur. It takes courage to start a business. It takes commitment, and it takes capital. But most of all, it takes a decision to take charge of your life. And when more people make this decision, we'll create more jobs. Where do jobs come from? Jobs come from entrepreneurs, people who take an idea and combine it with their creative energy and make it manifest into a service or product that people buy. And the profits from the money they make, they use to pay others to help them in the process of producing that product or service. So if we want a change in our communities, then we need to produce more entrepreneurs and then buy from them when they create products and services. It's very simple. So every complaint we have regarding our economy can be solved by ourselves. And there are people right in our midst who are creating solutions. And so when we see one who has created a solution, we should learn from them. So we're grateful that Loren Wilson is joining us today to share her wisdom, share her knowledge, and share her experience so that those of us who may have an idea that we wish to manifest, but maybe we're fearful that we're not ready or not capable or not qualified. Maybe we fear failure. Maybe we fear ridicule. Maybe we fear bankruptcy. We need to get over all of those fears. Because if you execute a plan, a well-planned plan, then you'll be successful. But you can't succeed without a try. And sometimes the best lesson is a failure because then you learn what not to do. And so trying always ends in success because whatever happens, you learn something that brings you closer to your goal. So we've got a few moments. If you've got an idea you'd like to share, press 1. We'll take your thoughts, and then we'll take a break and talk to our Monday morning host, Zelda Speaks. And we've got a whole lot of listeners lined up today, and I'm really impressed at all the people who get up on a Monday morning and listen to us. So it must be effective what our host is doing with higher learning and Monday morning mindfulness and a good session to get us relaxed and relieve stress. This is a day to start the week, and every Monday morning you awaken. We want you to awaken with enthusiasm and anticipation of an exciting week. So remember to send us those Monday morning motivations, right in all caps, Monday morning motivation. When you email it to Latif Media Group, that's LatifMediagroup @yahoo.com. 5 minutes or less. Good news, a good word, a motivational moment on Mondays that we can share with our listeners. We look forward to you. And again, start it with your name and where you're from so that we can share this with the world. Positive, empowering information. Definitely, I'm looking forward to so many of you who I know are involved in things that can give us some encouragement. And we'd love to hear your success stories. We really do, because that encourages others that they can succeed too. And success breeds success, as our brother always says. So make sure that your thoughts that you share with us are done at a time when you are at a high vibration of joy. We want to hear the joy in your voice. We want to hear the excitement in your voice. We want to hear the love. And so we encourage you to be part of our Monday morning motivation. And we'll start those audio reports next Monday here on The Female Solution. And when you send it in, make sure that you have listened to it and it is clear and concise so that we can understand what we're hearing. So if you can work your cell phone audio recording device, then you can be a part of our Monday morning motivation. So we've got 2 minutes to take a thought, and let's go to our brother Kufi from here in Chicago. Grand Rising. Thank you for joining us. Give us your thought for the moment.
Good morning. Caller from Chicago. My thought of the morning is just as an older, brother in America, I'm seeing the youth now. We're being connected by us knowing who we are in America. For us to get out, this rut and really heal America, we have to have our identity straight. And the issue, I think that a lot of us do, we just call ourselves a spirit and we don't care. Well, I'm just a spirit. I don't care about who I am. But under the laws of the government, we are considered Native Aborigine people. And this is now healing. This information is now healing. Brothers and sisters are coming out doing videos all on YouTube. And it's so great to see, black women and we're Copperstone people. It's great to see our women stepping up, wearing feathers and telling, my grandmama told me that I was Indian. I asked you, Naima, were you Indian? You told me you were. I asked every host on your show, Vinyetta. I've asked Mama D, who I've talked to on the phone a lot. She's Indian. So why do we all have Indian in our family? You see, now we're returning to our light. That doesn't mean you have to rebel or anything. Now you have identity, and you can walk in freedom in America, North America, and South America, and Central America. It's all together. If I go to Brazil right now, they're going to look just like me because it's all America, you see? And this is the information that we need because we're trying to heal ourselves mentally while other people are trying to confuse us. Well, and now we have this, and now we have an argument in our community in Black America. We see it. I'm going toe to toe to everybody. I'm talking to people all over the country, proving who we are, and they get these DNA tests, and it leads them to Africa. And I go, those DNA tests are tampered. But this is my morning inspiration, and this is what inspires me.
Well, we appreciate you. We really do. We're going to take a break now. We appreciate your moment, and we got some folks that want to speak, but we're going to take a break and come back with our Monday morning host, Zelda Speaks, and perhaps, Brother Kofi, somebody wants to respond to the thought that you put out there. Yes, many of us are mixed with the native inhabitants of this nation. That means there was some love between those who migrated and immigrated or perhaps were already here, and that's wonderful. Love is a wonderful thing, and your DNA is going to tell you all the many people, as far back as they're able to trace, that have traveled and had loving relationships. We hope they were loving relationships. Some may not have been loving, but regardless, you chose to come out of that experience. And so what we learn is that we are all a part of each other, and we're most of all a part of the earth. So I am a spirit that is housed in a piece of the earth because that's what my body is made of. And so the earth doesn't see herself as divided countries. The earth sees herself as one whole being. And so regardless of where the dirt is that makes up your body, you are still a child of Mother Earth. And so that's who I am, and I am glad to be a part of this wonderful planet, sharing it with all you wonderful beings who are my brothers and sisters. So we're going to take a break, and we've got some great folks holding on, so we'll be right back with our Monday morning host, Zelda Speaks, and she'll make it a mindful day. We'll be right back, so stay with us.
Hi, this is John Alexander.
And I'm Naima Latif. Meet people like you who are making a positive difference in the world.
Big difference.
Watch us every day on The Media Connection at www.youtube.com/The Media Connection TV.
YouTube it. We'll see you soon.
There are people who choose to make a positive difference in the world. Our job is to bring you their stories to motivate you to do the same. Join us each week, host John Alexander and Naima Latif, as we bring you the educators, entertainers, elected officials, religious leaders, and community activists whose works are transforming this world. Find out how you can make a difference too. Be inspired. Watch The Media Connection. Mondays at 5 p.m. and Tuesdays at 12 noon on Cable TV Channel 19 in Chicago. In other cities, check your local cable listings.
You are tuned in to the Soulful Chicago Book Fair 2020 Vision Fundraising Campaign. That's right. You can support the vision of reviving Black literary excellence in this city by simply taking your $20 or more and donating it on our website. Visit www.soulfulchicagobookfair.com and click the Donate tab on our homepage, or give us a call at 646-359-6605, and we welcome you, helping us breathe literary life into the South Side of Chicago.
Are you constantly arguing with your spouse? Are your children misbehaving and acting out? Is someone in your family abusing drugs? Have you been the victim of domestic violence? Are you grieving over the loss of a loved one? Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, We understand that good mental health is the result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in removing emotional distress and restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call us today at 312-315-4820. That's 312-315-4820.
Do you need remodeling and repairs in your home or office? Call J&J Construction, your complete house doctors. We have a full-fledged crew to do your painting, drywall, electrical, plumbing, heating, and roofing, and tile work. We do new construction as well as rehab work. We're licensed general contractors. You can call us at 312-8195. My name is Lernie Jones. Visit our website at jandjconstructionremodeling.com. Once again, visit our website at jandjconstructionremodeling.com.
Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Light transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Shin-Suk Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com.
We have an opportunity to transform the whole global society in the next 50 years. 50 years from now, the earth will be populated by a new generation of adults, many of whom are yet unborn. Our mission is to nurture them in childhood with love, guidance, and protection, and to raise them in healthy, happy families. If we impart values of compassion, generosity, and respect for fellow human beings in the next generation of children, they will create a world where people can live together in peace. This is our goal. Be a part of the transformation. Get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. Go to www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com.
That means good morning to you and yours, and thank you so much for joining us this morning on The Female Solution. Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness to start your week off. Your mindfulness stress relief sessions. Hope your weekend was a good one and you are well rested and prepared to move forward with the week. Today's topic is from employee to entrepreneurship, and my very special guest today is Loren Wilson. She is the entrepreneur of a catering company entitled Sole Ingredient Catering, LLC. But before I bring her on, We usually do our Monday morning meditation, but we have calls this morning. We don't usually have them this early, or I should say I don't usually take them this early. But we've got a lot of calls, so we're going to go to the line, to the request line. If you're calling in this morning and you'd like to speak, please feel free to do so by calling at 515-605-9325, and we press 1, and we will accept your call and open your mic. And we're going to the line now at 4743. That's Minister Cynthia Marie Williams, Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us this morning on the Female Solution.
Namaskar, my darlings. I love all of you, and knowing that your spirit of the universe is in each and every one of us. They were discussing the DNA earlier, and the mitochondrial DNA does denote that we all come from the motherland of Kemet. Yes, we do. And then that DNA, and it's not to be sexist, comes from the female hominin bones, skeletons, that they found in Ethiopia, many of them, the oldest. So we women, African descendant women, are the original mothers of everyone on this planet. They find that they can find the DNA for women very easily, for females and everyone. The father is the one they have to work hard to get. But yes, we are, and we are just not understanding that. And I want us to know that the thoughts. One of the things that I talk about is that we are, and that I know we are spirit, soul, and body. Spirit, the energy of the universe, soul, personality, and ego, and the body, which we come in different forms, different races, different cultures, and even with the transgender issue, that can be explained spiritually, and that's what I do as a metaphysician. And I just want to say, we're all created out of the universe to succeed. We're all part of that beautiful energy that has been created out of the universe. And we as African descendant people, we are, and I don't mean to do this Jewish thing of a chosen one. I'm not talking about chosen one. We are the original. Yes, we are.
Thank you
and
so much.
Today, yes, ma'am. The positive thought today would be thoughts of things that as we think, so we are.
And so it is. Thank you so much for calling and sharing that, because, yes, I am, and you are, and we all are more connected than we will ever know, because most of us have not taken the time to share and to learn that history. And I thank you for calling and sharing that information, as we are our sister's keeper. And that is the event that I attended this past weekend. I am my sister's keeper with Zoe International Ministries with Prophetess Rosemary Abercrombie from my days back at Gospel Radio 1390. That is one powerful praying sister. She had a powerful praying message, and there was song by the songstress herself. Sister Angela Johnson sang herself. Oh, my goodness. I just love to hear her sing. She sings from the heart, from the spirit. And I also ran into some other sisters I hadn't seen for a while. Marcella from Gospel Radio 1390, my Sisters of the Microphone, Karen Fletcher, and Deborah Grant, too. Deborah wasn't on the air, but Deborah was a follower of 1390. Such a sweet lady. And it was just an awesome experience. On the program, it talked about the ministry moving beyond Ephesians 3:20. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. It was an awesome luncheon. I am honored. Oh, let me not forget Deborah Graham. Lord have mercy. Deborah Graham is the sister that she speaks. She hosted the event. Well, I should say co-hosted. Marcella was the host from 1390, and Deborah Graham was my contact. And I met her before at the Westside Ministers Coalition monthly networking meeting. And she's an awesome lady as well. And which this Thursday, I must remind you that the first Thursday of every month is the monthly networking meeting for the West Side Ministers Coalition. A networking meeting. It's in Columbus Park Reflectory at Jackson and Central. And it's from 10 a.m. until noon, and we always bring lots of business cards, flyers, or whatever announcements you may have. And Dr. Felice Binion is the president and chair of the West Side Ministers Coalition monthly networking meeting. And we at the Higher Learning Network, that's an organization that I work with, we always are looking for people who are looking to do better in their lives. We're looking for health ambassadors. Most people know I reversed type 2 diabetes. It took me over a year to do that, but just to show you that it is killing us in record numbers. We're losing limbs. We're losing lives. My brother just passed, Patrick Bradley, in December 31st of this year. My sister passed of diabetes probably about 20 years ago. So 1 in 4 people are diabetic. If you're not diabetic, you're probably borderline diabetic, and somebody you know that's a diabetic. So please share with them to go to diabetic.com because there's lots of information there. And we're also always looking for people who are interested in making money on Amazon. If you go to zeldaspeaks.com, you'll see how there is a training available. It's a free training. You can go and take it. Just click on training on zeldaspeaks.com. We helped for-profits and non-profits learn how to make money. You're going to shop, you may as well make some money shopping. And remember to set those VCRs, I'm sorry, you know I'm old school, DVDRs for the Higher Learning Network TV show. Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19, and 24/7 on the higherlearningnetwork.org. Let me begin today with the spiritual reading. When today is April 30th, but I am not taking it from April 30th. I'm reading it from April 26th. And the title of the book is Inspirational Conversations, Volume 2 with Shalom Yisrael, a.k.a. Zelda Speaks. And it says, home is where the hurt is. Home is where a lot of our pain begins. No one can hurt us like people who know us best. Why is that? I guess people who are in pain want someone else to experience the same pain they have. You heard the saying, misery loves company? Well, it's true. However a painful situation may be, it comes to teach us lessons we often don't want to learn. So the next time pain appears in your life, ask yourself the question, what did it come to teach me? You may not get the answer right away, but if you take the time and sit down, get quiet, and begin to write about how you feel, something good will come out of it. The question is, are you willing to work through the pain? Hurt and pain are often residue from our past that has never been worked through. I remember a time a family member of mine hurt me so bad all I could do was shut myself off from the world and eat Ben & Jerry's ice cream to comfort myself. Little did I know at the time that I was simply medicating myself with food. I turned the phones off. I turned the TV and the radio off. I couldn't write, and writing is my first love. I couldn't think. I didn't want to feel. All I wanted to do was stuff my face, and I did for several days. It took me 2 whole weeks of praying and crying and praying and crying and asking God, what did I do to deserve this pain? I never got the answer I wanted, but I did get an answer. The answer I understood was that it was a lesson in forgiveness. Wow, a lesson in forgiveness? But why? And why me? Who knows? Only God knows. But now that I have the lesson, I can move on and remember the lesson and maybe not trusting those who don't really have my back, but only pretending to. Inspirational conversations with Zelda Speaks on the Female Solution. Yes, that was a learning experience, and I am in contact with that person, and I have forgiven that person, and it has taught me a lesson I did not want to learn, but it has made me a better person, because had I kept that anger in me, did you know that anger is one of the root causes of cancer? Our emotions set up dis-ease in our bodies. Arthritis, inflammation, any dis-ease that you can think of. And dis-ease, the word disease, it's only an imbalance in our bodies. That means we're paying too much attention to one thing and not providing a balance in others. Well, until we take the time and do our Monday morning mindfulness and everyday morning mindfulness, we will have those challenges. So to combat those challenges, this morning we will do a very brief morning meditation. So I ask that you sit up straight wherever you are, eyes closed, feet flat on the floor, sitting straight in your chair, or if you're lying down, it's okay, but it's better if you sit up. You might doze off. It's very relaxing. And I ask you to remove anything from your hands, close your eyes. The only thing that you should be looking at is the inside of your eyelids. And you will begin by taking long, deep breaths, breathing through your nose, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. If you can't inhale and exhale through your nose, of course, you can use your mouth. But we will count to the count of 6, inhaling, holding it for a hot second, and then releasing it. And every time you breathe, I want you to breathe deep enough so that you feel your chest inflate, and as you exhale, feel your chest deflate, okay? So let us begin. We'll count to 6. Inhale deeply. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And count to yourself. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're breathing deeply. You should feel your chest moving. You should feel the air moving in and out of your lungs. And as you continue to breathe, giving thanks for the breath, knowing that without the breath, there is no you. You, as the ball of dynamite energy that you are, in which the spirit that resides in you keeps you, guards you, guides you, and protects you. And always knowing that you are at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. And as you inhale, you give thanks for the breath of life, for your lungs doing as they were designed to do, for each and every organ in your body, including the larynx, the throat, the nose, the liver, the lungs, the spleen, the spine, the colon, the kidneys, the pancreas. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale as you release all negativity, all thoughts of lack, limitation. Inhaling the goodness of the day that God has in store for you. Inhale deeply, giving thanks that you can hear the gift of sound. Not everyone has it. As you inhale, remember the two most powerful words on the planet. And those words are taken from ancient scripture. And those words are I am. So now as you inhale, repeat the words, or out loud if you like, because words have wings, and wings are energy. As you inhale, I am happy, I am healthy, I am whole and complete. Inhale deeply. And exhale. I release, let go, let God. Inhale deeply. I am happy, I am healthy, I am whole and complete. Hold it. And release. I release, let go, and let God. Continue breathing. Take a long, deep breath. I am happy. I am healthy. I am whole and complete. Hold it. I release, let go, and let God. As you continue to breathe, know that there is an energy that the Creator has given you to do and to be all that you were designed to be on this particular day, despite the appearances of challenge and chaos and confusion. This is a good day. And you repeat that to yourself. I declare this to be my good day. And I give thanks that each and every breath that I bring brings me closer to the Creator that keeps me connected to all the good that awaits me during the day, especially the challenges, because it is the challenges that will make me grow through the hurt, through the heartache, through the pain. I persevere because I am connected to the one, to the Creator that knows all, that gives all, that blesses all. Inhale deeply. Hold it and give thanks and release and let go and let God. And this time as you release, bend your head forward, chin to chest, and slowly rotate to the left, your head to the left, slowly, slowly, slowly bringing your head to the left and then around to the back. Slowly, you're moving too fast. Slow down. And you should just be reaching the back of your head as you slowly bring it over to the right. Slow down. Slowly. Feel that stretch. Feel that stretch. You should just be getting over to the right and slowly bringing the head around to the front. Slowly. Slowly. Chin to chest. And you should just be getting to the front. And as you reverse your head, bring it around to the right. Slowly, slowly. You should just about be getting around to the back. Slowly. You're moving the neck in very small increments. And you should just be getting to the back. Slowly. Bring it around to the left. Slowly. Still breathing. You should just be getting to the left. Slowly, in very small increments, bringing the head around to the front, chin to chest, head up, turning your head to the left very slowly, turning your head back to center, and now to the right very slowly, and taking a long, deep breath. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale, giving thanks. You are at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, giving thanks for the challenges that you will overcome this day, knowing that your life is in divine order no matter what. And if you enjoyed this Monday morning mindfulness session, please share it with someone. If you're having a challenge throughout the day, just remember to do this one thing, and I promise you it will make your day better. And that one thing is to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. When you are confronted with a situation that is challenging and someone attacks you mentally, physically, emotionally, do not respond to them. Do not react to their madness. Simply breathe on them. And hopefully you have some garlic or some onion, and that will push them in the other direction. Simply breathe and give thanks for the breath and give thanks for the challenge, because you know you can breathe your way through it. If you enjoyed this exercise, please share it today. And if you need more exercises like that, please go to zeldaspeaks.com. You can also go to YouTube, my YouTube page, Zelda Speaks Mindfulness. And if you really enjoyed the Monday morning meditation, I'd really love you to hear from you this morning. 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. We have a new caller on 7530. I'm sorry. Excuse me. That's 3087. That's 3087. We have a new caller. Good morning. That's Sarah Hubbard. Grand Rising, Sarah Hubbard. Or if she is not on the line, we also have B-Love at 9317. Grand Rising, B-Love at... Thank you for joining us.
And good. Well, thank you for being on the air. My question, I think I'm seeking some clarification. Did you say that I am my sister's keeper?
Yes, it was.
Or was that a seminar?
That was a seminar from Zoe International Ministries. It was Sister to Sister Ministries, and if I am correct, she did say I am my sister.
Okay. Was that a seminar presentation or a workshop that she did?
That was, yes. Moving Beyond. It was by Zoe Life Ministries International with Prophetess Rosemary Abercrombie.
Rosemary. Are they in Chicago?
5155 West Madison. It used to 51. Be, 5151 West Madison.
5151 West Madison.
West Madison, right on the corner of Madison and Laramie.
Okay, very good. I'd like to meet her because we need more I Am My Sister Keeper seminars, workshops, because I want to know, what does that really look like?
Well, let me give you the number there. And also the website is Zoe
well, right
Life
now, I'm going to take it. Okay, I'm going to get that from Naima, because right now I'm on public transportation, and I don't have a pen or paper handy right now. But I would appreciate that, because I'd like to know what the results of that was.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
We will talk a little bit more about it in the 8 o'clock hour. It's 8 o'clock now, actually. I need to bring my gift on. But thank you so much, B-Love, for calling this morning. And for those who are listening, interested, it's Zoe Life Ministries International Organization. That's Zoe, Z-O-E, Zoe Life Ministries International.org. And the number is 773-854-1092. As we go to just let me bring my guest on this morning, Loren Wilson, and she is the guest that will be joining us today from Sole Ingredient Catering, LLC. Good morning, Loren. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, my Zelda. How are you today?
I'm wonderful and delighted to have you on this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but I just wanted to be sure you were with us this morning, and we will be right back to talk all about from employee to entrepreneur and how you have always been an entrepreneur as long as I've been knowing you. So everyone stay close. We'll be right back here on The Female Solution, Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks and Loren Wilson on Monday Morning Mindfulness. And thank you for listening. We'll be right back.
Hey, my name is Dolphin Norris. I'm with Life Builders United. You can reach us on lifebuildersunited.org. Our theme is to build families, to build community. Our philosophy is on a four-legged stool of self-sufficiency, and that is build where you live, grow what you eat, sew what you wear, and buy where you own. That ends slavery. Thank you.
Are you looking for a heating contractor? Are you tired of paying those high service charges? Or are you purchasing property and in need of a mechanical overview? If you answer yes to any of these questions, we have the solution for you. Call us at Miller's Heating and Cooling. We provide sales, service, repair, and installation of heating and air conditioning systems for residential and commercial customers. We provide affordable prices to fit your budget. If you mention this ad, you can receive a free estimate and free mechanical overview. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 773-444-8432. Again, that's 773-444-8432. And ask for Maurice. We'll do anything to get you hot or cold.
Hi, this is Beata, your holistic life coach. Every Friday morning, I'm on The Female Solution. I'm also blogging live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Soul Purpose Healing, where I help you get back into alignment with the Creator's love, compassion, and wisdom. On Sunday, you can call in at 215-383-5863 or go to www.blogtalkradio.com/soulpurposehealing. When I'm not doing spiritual adjustments on Blog Talk Radio, I'm helping clients reduce the stress in their lives with EFT, essential oils, and cost-saving health plans like Ameriplan. Ameriplan is a better way to save money on your health care expenses. There is more information on how to contact me at www.yourholisticlifecoach.com. Till then, stay in joy.
Do you or your organization need space for an event? Call the Quarry Event Center at 2423 East 75th Street in Chicago for your parties, banquets, award ceremonies, repasses, concerts, and business seminars. Available 7 days a week. Now under new management. Call us at the Quarry at 773-663-2557. That's 773-663-2557.
Oh, man, God sent the monthly sun bill today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during this season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, you better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark.
Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God, the light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our homes? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Wouldn't you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456. and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456.
And thank you for joining us back here on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks and Loren Wilson, Loren Devereaux Wilson, caterer of the Sole Ingredient Catering Company, LLC. Thank you, Loren, for joining us this morning. If you just tuned in and you'd like to be a part of the conversation, we would love to have you as well. Simply call in at 515-605-9325 and press 1 to speak. Today's guest, you just heard me mention her name, and you can win a prize by telling us the name of her company. You can win 2 free tickets to Brookfield Zoo, and these tickets are good until September 30th of this year. You know, the zoo is a little expensive now, so you have been blessed with the opportunity to win these 2 free tickets. If you're listening online, feel free to send us your questions or comments on Facebook or the Female Solution on Zelda Speaks. Did I just say, I just messed that all up. How about I try that again? If you're listening or watching online, send us your questions or comments on Facebook, Zelda Speaks, on Twitter or Instagram. And we're also on the Female Solution on Facebook. Loren Wilson, you are also on Facebook. What is your website? I know your website. What are you on Facebook? And tell us a little bit about yourself. I know who you are, but our listening audience doesn't have a clue. But
all right. Yeah, great. So absolutely. So yeah. So I am the principal or the president of the Sole Ingredient Catering, LLC. Been around for a while. Like you stated, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I started out basically as a hairdresser some 20-something years ago. The name of my salon back then was Aristocrat Salon. Did hair for a very long time.
And did my hair, too.
I sure did. And, of course, life happens. You know, I raised children. They were salon babies, and had an opportunity to go back to school, which is how I met you. Received my degree in radio, became your producer, had my own show as well as a gospel on-air personality, and worked with several radio stations in the Chicagoland area, had some great experiences. But then I realized, you know, by me having so many liabilities, you know, owning property, having children, blah, blah, this, went into corporate world. But, of course, once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur. There was always that edging nerve that was poking me, saying, you know, this is really not who you are. The corporate world is really not who you are. So I've always loved to cook. And just like here, it's an artistry. And I would do and entertain at home quite often. And I never forget one time my sister says to me, for my daughter's graduation, she was like, who catered the party? And I looked at her like, really? I'm like, I did all of this. She's like, you really need to do this for a living. So just like anything else, just like how I wound up on radio, because my clients used to say, you really need to do that for a living. I ventured out, took the risk, and I'm here. I've arrived now. Yes, I am on Facebook. I do have a website that I've created, and it is up and live, which I'll give you that information.
Okay.
The website is www.thesoleingredient, and that's SOLE, and I'll explain that in a second. thesoleingredient.vp.com. Let me repeat that. www.thesoleingredient.vp.com. So that is a God-given name. Woke up one morning, had been praying, and God gave me that name. Oh, my God. Are we still there?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. My phone just did something really weird. So the Sole Ingredient basically is the client. SOLE means soul, which is one, not you. The Sole Ingredient is the client. All of our menus are custom made to the personal taste of our clients. We sit down with them and do a one-on-one with our consultants, and we try to help you plan your next event. I do have other staff that are involved that will assist in pastry and also decorating your event as well. But our mission is to bring people together with delicious dishes, creating an experience that is unforgettable and delectable. So it's something that I really enjoy. I love the presentation. I love the art of the food. Food brings people together.
Yes, it does. It's like music.
It's just something I really, really love and enjoy doing. Currently, I am in the process of building my own culinary kitchen and purchasing a food truck. Wow.
Congratulations.
This has been a journey, I'm going to tell you. I love your title, going from employee to entrepreneur, because it is a journey, especially when you have bills, you have children, you have college tuition, and all these things to pay. You wonder, how are you going to make that transition? And like I said, it's a process and it is a journey. I'm not one of those that will jump out and just quit my job, because I know I have responsibilities and do that. But you do have to plan. You definitely have to plan. I started this venture in 2009, and when my mother passed away in 2012, and excuse me if I get a little yucky in the voice, but, talking about her, I always do. But my mother passed in 2012, and one of the things that she asked me to do is to take what I left you and start your business. And here we are in 2018. And like I said, it's been a process. Just to give you a little history, in 2009, I actually, I wasn't working. I started something called the Lunchbox. And what I would do is I created this website. I put it out there, and I was actually creating lunches for people in the downtown area. I was doing it all. I was cooking, I was delivering, I was taking the orders, and it was great. It showed me what I was really made of, and I really, really enjoyed it. But I was doing everything. I really wasn't making any money, but it's okay, because it's all about the experience and taking the risk, okay? So after that, I was hired in the position that I'm currently in. So, of course, I couldn't do that anymore, but I still pursued my dream. And in doing events on and off throughout the years. But in 2014, I actually took a class and over at Joseph, which was an entrepreneurial class. It was a 9-month program. And I created a business plan in 2014, which is super awesome. It took 9 months to do, but it really taught me a lot and showed me the importance of planning. And what's interesting is that the original business plan that I created was for a salon cafe. But then I really thought about, is that really what you want to do? Go back into the hair business. And it's still on the table, but I'm just going in another direction with it. But I took that business plan and I twerked it a little bit because originally when I took this class, it was to cater. So I just twerked it, and it's working for me. So now here we are in 2018, 4 years later, after doing so many events, after talking the talk, but to me not really walking the walk of what I really want to do, because, you know, you have to put works behind that faith. You can't, you can't walk by faith without works. I'm sorry.
Amen.
You have to do the work. I don't care if it's small steps. And right now, I feel like that's what I'm taking. But you also have to put God in it.
Mm-hmm.
So after a lot of prayer, and just telling fear to get out of my way, because really that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I stepped out, and I listened to my inner voice as well. So, you know, I want to kind of stay on task, but, you know, I was in my building, one of my buildings. I have a commercial mixed space, and I was upstairs on the second floor which used to be my father's office, and across the hall used to be my salon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm up there, and I say to myself, you know, how are you going to do this? Where are you going to get the money? You need a space, you need a truck, you need all these things. So I'm standing in this empty space, and I'm like, you don't have to pay no rent. Turn this into a culinary kitchen. So, you know, I went downtown, made sure that I was zoned to do that, found out I was zoned to do that, and after that, it was pretty much on, you know. So, again, I'm in the process of building my own culinary kitchen so I can prep. I don't have to pay someone else to, you know, for space. And that's the process I'm in right now. And then, of course, looking for a truck. My website is built. Of course, I'm constantly working on that. And I just had to take a step back and really focus on the preparation of everything, because I'm the type of person, if I am not prepared, it's really hard for me to move forward. And really it's all about preparation for anything that you do, because you're not going to be confident in your next step if you're not prepared for the first one. So, you know, that's where I am right now. And the kitchen is coming along. It's so funny. I for so many months, I had the equipment and all of that all printed out. But for some reason, I wasn't moving forward. So just last week, I said, you know what? Stop living in fear. I went and purchased my equipment, and it will actually be delivered tomorrow. So I've jumped over the fence now. I'm in it.
Wow.
You know, it's like, hey, I am in it. There's no turning back. But I really want to say fear, man, that's an enemy. It will really keep you from moving forward. You know, I have so many people around me that keep saying, just do it, just do it. And, you know, when I opened my salon, I didn't have a dime. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have nothing. I just did it. So I don't know if it's wisdom, if it's age, I don't know what it is. But, you know, I was a little apprehensive this time, but, you know, I already know I have the skill. I've already done events. I've already done the things that I need to do. We're always learning, and you're supposed to learn from every event. But sometimes we think that we don't have what it takes. But God already gave you everything that you need. All you need to do is move forward, and He'll take care of the rest. And I'm a true believer in that, true believer. So, you know, that's kind of where we are. So, you know, more about the business. We do, I just recently incorporated as an LLC. I do have a staff. Myself, I am the chef. I am an alumni of Kendall College. And so I do have the credentials as well. I outsource my pastry chef. I believe in giving back, so I use a lot of interns from Kendall to help execute my events. So we do everything from personal catering. If you want to do a, what do you call it? What do I call it? Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. If you want to do like just a, I hate it when the thought leaves. If you just want to do dinner for two, like at home, personal thing, and that's really how I started doing this. I did a birthday celebration for a friend, for her and her guy, and we actually went into the home. They rented we rented a limo. It was his birthday. He thought he was having a surprise party. It's so funny. They left. We came in through the back door, and we set up everything. Yeah. And it was funny because they were at a concert, and, her phone kept ringing, and, he thought, hey, if you're giving me a party, don't do it, da-da-da-da-da. So, basically we went in, we set everything up. It was absolutely wonderful. We had a very cool menu, which she still has on her mantle today, because what we did is we took this menu and we turned it into a very seductive evening. So, just to give you an example, it was a Japanese style thing. They had a basement with a fireplace and all that. So we did the table where it sat on the floor. So they have to sit on the floor, just like in Japan. And, we had the candlelight. We had candles coming from the front door to the basement door with rose petals. It was so cool. And then the menu was really delectable. For example, I think they had lobster tails. They had vegetables, baked potato, but we changed the names. It was really funny. It was, I'm trying to remember, sexy lobster tails. I think it was, the cheesecake was strawberry cheese kisses. Everything sounded seductive, but it was really cute. And the best part of it all is at the end of the evening, she told me that they were up till like 5 a.m. just talking.
Wow.
No intimacy except conversation. She said it was the best date that she's ever had with her guy, and there was no physical intimacy, none.
But there was an emotional and spiritual intimacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
that's
he
the best
loved
time.
it. Yes.
So,
I love doing things like that. So we do the, the personal dates. We do small events. We do big events. The biggest event I ever did was my first wedding, which was 500 people, and it was a vegan wedding. Oh, my God. Which I knew nothing about, but I pulled it off. Yes.
Wow.
So it's really about loving what you do. I love customizing my menus, although I do have, just regular menus on the on my website that you can just pick from. But customizing the menu makes everything really special, and that's really what I. Thank you so much. Special.
And I can tell you, I am,
because I get to be really creative.
You really, as Grandma used to say, put your foot in it, because I never told. I've never, shared that information with a lot of people about fear and how you overcame that fear to bring you where you are today, because fear is one of the things that is the main thing I would like to say in stopping us from moving forward. And we'll talk about that coming up in the next half hour. It's 8:30. We've got to go to commercial break. But I also want to let the audience know that you do big and small parties, but you did my first and ever only, hopefully, wedding reception. And everybody was shocked that I even got married, and then they were even more shocked when they got married and tasted the food. They say, here I am in my 50s getting married. Who gets married in their 50s? Well, when you wait and I wasn't even looking to get married, but that's not the point. The point is the food was so good, and everybody was talking about where did this food come from? Who made the food? And there was none left, and we had tons of food. Do you hear me? People were taking plates home because we couldn't bring all the food home. So if you're listening this morning on the Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks, and my very special guest, Loren Wilson, former radio personality, hairstylist, salon owner, and now catering owner. You have got to move beyond the fear, and we're going to help you get beyond that fear today. And if you are the lucky caller at 515-605-9325, press 1 to speak, and you can win these 2 tickets for Brookfield Zoo, and they are free. When we come back, we're going to take Clara Hubbard, who's been patiently waiting, and your calls as well, 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak, and we will be right back here on The Female Solution, Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks, and Loren Wilson from the Sole Ingredient LLC Catering Company. And thanks for listening. We'll be right back.
Are you having challenges with your 2-year-old who has suddenly discovered they have a free will and has learned to tell you no? Are you having challenges with your 8-year-old who has suddenly learned how to tell untruths in order to avoid punishment? Are you having challenges with your 13-year-old who has suddenly realized that they know everything and you know nothing? Parenting is a challenge. Our children are here to learn and grow in understanding so that they can reach their highest creative potential and contribute to a new world of peace and harmony. To do our part as their teachers and protectors takes wisdom, patience, and skill. Join me, Naima Latif, and facilitator Mark Shahid on the Parenting and Family Reconstruction Learning Lab every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time on American Muslim 360 Blog Talk Radio. Tune in at www.blogtalkradio.com/American Muslim 360. Call in with your questions at 515-605-9891. That's 515-605-9891. Spare the rod. Love the child.
Hi, this is Maika, and I want you to join me every Thursday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And let's talk about it. There are so many interesting things to talk about, and we have many thought-provoking discussions. We have amazing guests on the show, and you'll find real transparency, a really peaceful environment, also a healing environment as we do EFT and other healing modalities to bring ourselves into congruence and balance. It's also a child-friendly environment. And we have an open mic. All you have to do is press 1 to be heard and to say what you have to say. No fear, no fake, real truth. That's what you'll find on my show. Visit our archives at The Female Solution on Blog Talk Radio and listen to past discussions that are intriguing. Call 505-615-9325. Invite a friend and listen in, and I'll see you then on Blog Talk Radio. Let's talk about it with Maika every Thursday.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Kareem Hamid.
And I'm Sister Manir
Samira Habil. Join us every Wednesday from 6 to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on the Female Solution Radio Show as we, along with our host, Naima Latif and the American Muslim 360 family, discuss ways to improve our relationships with our spouses, our children, and our loved ones in order to build a stronger community.
Call in and comment at 515-605-9891 and press 1 when you're ready to speak. We want to hear your thoughts.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hi, I'm Wanda Carter, producer of the Woman to Woman TV show. We'll be joining the Female Solution radio show on Sundays from 5 to 7 p.m. with a panel of women discussing everything from romance to finance in order to find solutions to the daily challenges we face. So get a pen, call a friend, and stay tuned in to the Woman to Woman show with Wanda Carter on the Female Solution radio show. Sundays, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Time at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. Call in and comment at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to join the conversation, and let's talk about it, woman to woman.
Hi, I'm Beloved, and I'll be joining the Female Solution family on Saturdays from 12 noon to 2 p.m. with a brand new show entitled Women Entrepreneurs International. Women Entrepreneurs International empowers women to be financially free by starting their own home-based business. I look forward to being with you Saturday, 12 noon. Call in 515-605-9325. We, WEI, we are the answer.
And thank you for joining us back here on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks, your Monday morning mindfulness with my very special guest, Loren Wilson, the principal at the Sole Ingredient Catering, LLC, and I'm visiting her website now. Make a correction in that website. The address is The Sole, that's L-O-E, the Sole Ingredient.vpweb.com. That's .vpweb.com. The Sole Ingredient.vpweb.com. I'm looking at it, it's like, oh my God, Cajun shrimp salad for your next party or event. Oh my goodness, this is simply gorgeous. You're making me hungry already this morning. I haven't had my breakfast, but I will survive. Yeah. And I visited your Facebook page too. Delicious gumbo for your next event. You know, I went to a party in, was it Harvey, Illinois, where one of the skaters...
what is that? Riverdale.
River Oaks?
Yeah.
Riverdale. And good morning. Yes, Riverdale.
Curtis Roofing, yeah.
Curtis Roofing, yes, one of your clients.
Yeah.
And there was a party there, and everybody was like, who is the caterer? I was like, that's my girlfriend, the Loren girl. The food was so good, and Curtis is a skater. And I was like, okay, now how come he told me about this in Loren? I'm thinking to myself, Loren is a businesswoman. She cannot invite you to all of her catering events. So I'm very grateful for my skate family from the Mark and Roland rink, and as well as the rink on 87th Street. 87th Street, we skaters stick together. Even though I can't skate anymore, I can still play cards and things of that nature. But the point is, we went there and found out it was you, the caterer, and it was off the chain. It's like, could you just invite me to, when you're having an event, to just be your guinea pig? I'll just come and be, do a little taste test anyway.
Well, with
awesome.
The opening of the kitchen, I plan on doing tastings, of course.
Really?
Yes, because, I'm going to do tastings because I am looking for support and help from my friends, family, and past customers to assist in building the menu for the food truck. So, of course, we'll be doing sample tastings when I have my grand opening for my culinary kitchen. And the culinary kitchen, it's going to be, my office space, my prepping place. We will do everything there. If you are looking to hire my services or attain my services, that is where the client will actually come. We'll sit down and do a one-on-one presentation. You'll take a look at the menus. You'll do a tasting there, and everything is done on site. So it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to tell you, it's been a real journey. Some days I cry, like this morning. Some days I feel overwhelmed. I'm serious, but it's going to get done. That's all I can say. It's just going to get done. I stay prayerful daily.
And when you become overwhelmed, can you remember to practice that meditation, that mindfulness meditation that I shared with you this morning?
Yes, I will. I have a app, what's his name, that I use because I try to, I know sitting still and being quiet really settles the mind when you're overwhelmed like that. And I know I used to ask you all the time, teach me how to meditate, teach me how to meditate. So Russell Simmons has an app, which I have on my phone. And I actually play it in the car sometimes, and I do it. I pull over, he got a 10-minute, 20-minute thing, and I do the breathing and all of that because it really does calm you down so you can think straight.
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes, you just have to step back away from things and know that tomorrow's going to be a better day. You got to give it to God. You got to.
The rest of the day is going to be a better day, and I give thanks for you sharing that information about the Russell Simmons app, and that's also an app that I'm presently working on because people are always asking me, and they don't want to go to wherever I send them to. They want something right there on their phone that they can click on. So that's an app I'm working on.
Oh, that would be awesome, Zelda, because it's awesome.
Like you said, it's a process. It's a journey, and fear sticks its ugly head up all the time. But we got faith in God, and we're going to keep that faith in God so that we can move forward. And as we move forward this morning, we're going to go to the call-in line at 515-605-9325 and speak to a lady who is making a difference in the lives of our seniors, and I am now one, so I am greatly appreciative. Let us bring on the line Miss Clara Hubbard from Senior Talk. Good morning.
Oh, I know Clara. She's one of our clients.
Yeah, wow,
Good
wonderful.
Morning. Good morning. Let me say
She's
this.
I
must say, that's right. Well, let me say this. I just want to thank you so much, Zelda, for the opportunity, but also, as we say on our show on Senior Talk, TGIT, thank God it is today. And it is a pleasure to be a part of your show. I must say we got a lot of great things that are totally exciting, but that mindful moment this morning, I had my hand raised, let me tell you. And it's so awesome that we need to take time to just reset ourselves. And I'm going to talk to you further because I want you to take that to the community that I serve, specifically seniors as well as the caregivers. They all need a time to just reset themselves, and we're going to make that happen. But I thank you so much. Actually, on tomorrow will be the 7th anniversary to the date that I started Senior Talk with Clara Hubbard, and it has been a whirlwind of excitement and learning. We serve seniors population at a minimum of 60 is the age to 100 plus. I have birthdays, parties we celebrated for those who are 105. So we are getting better with age. That's our tagline for people getting better with age. Yes. Thank you so much. So what is happening right now with our program, we're leading into tomorrow also being National Older Americans Month. And we're asking businesses and all around the community and country to recognize seniors. And also we are adding a new part of our programming is now adding veterans. And we're making it a note that when you see a serviceman or woman, that you tell them thank you for your service.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is what is missing in our community. We need to love on them at present. So that's what we're doing. Also, what's exciting is that we're having a big party on this coming Wednesday at one of my senior communities called Sangamon Terrace in honor of the late Joanne Thompson, and the community room is named after her. But what we're doing is we're taking a pause to just say thank you to the people who made our program as successful as it is, and then also give them the 7-year plan ahead, because we know that number 7 is the year of completion. So we're working in an understanding that people are getting better with age. We have events all across the city and country. Zelda, you were a part of one of our phenomenal events we did where we were at the Oakwood Shores building, and we saw people coming out of their rooms and out of their apartments because there was socialization in their building, and we know socialization is the key. So one of the things that I strive to do is make sure that the city of Chicago and businesses and restaurants and just all types of venues around the city will recognize seniors and offer us an invitation. So one of our biggest things is going to movies where we go for $10. We have popcorn and drink, and then we go see a movie, and we, as my seniors say, we come early and we leave early. So we are offering the opportunity to be in the theater much earlier. You know, we wake up even the movie staff. You know, we need you here an hour earlier. And they like that personalized service and attention that's given to them because our seniors, they're not, I don't know seniors. I know people getting better with age, and I'm trying to make that a motto across the country. We are always getting better with age. And so just some upcoming things real briefly. June 27th is our Senior Talk Independence Day party. We're going into our 6th year, and this is a party for where we practice things or bring out businesses that have services that keep people independent, where we also now this year it's going to be called, it's called Body in Motion, because we got this whole community of people who need to work to exercise. So we got chair yoga, we're going to have line dancing, salsa, we got a whole bunch of things. The divvy bike people will be there because we want us to just use what we have to keep our body in motion. Also, we're going to have a group called Seniors Tap the Hoofers, and their youngest person is my girl. I forgot her name, but she's 92, and she's tap dancing.
Oh, my goodness.
We can do it. We can do it. And then we're also going to have our group called Single Black Seniors Meet, where they come collectively as may it be someone who's lost a spouse or a loved one, and they just stay socially together in a safe environment, and that's with Miss Jerry Norrington. But also,
can you send me that information, because we've got only a few minutes left here. We need to close out. We get Loren. Can you send me that information so I can include that in our newsletter that I'm sending out immediately after the talk show? Can you send it to me at Zelda at zeldaspeaks.com? And I want to thank you so much for calling and sharing that information, because we need to know of these services that are available for our seniors, as well as other talk shows, that are available on this format on the Female Solution, because on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, our executive producer, Dr. Naima Latif, comes on talking about parenting. And I believe on Wednesday it's also an open topic show. I'm not sure, Naima, you can quote me on that. But on Thursdays, Maika, Let's Talk About It comes on. And Friday, my favorite show, I'm sorry, I'm just into health and wellness, is Viata's show, Soul Purpose Healing, where I lay in the bed on Friday morning. I don't even get out of the bed because I don't want to miss anything, because I know if I'm up, I'm going to be doing something. So I just lay there in the bed. And Saturday, Be Love with WEI, Women International, Women Entrepreneurs International. And, of course, on Sunday, Wanda Carter, Woman to Woman. So we've just got a whole slew of a lineup here that is so powerful that will just carry you throughout the whole week. And thank you so much, Clara, for sharing that information this morning. We've only got a few minutes left on the Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks and Loren Wilson. Loren, I'm sorry, and I forgot to remind our callers, if you want to speak. We see you lined up there, but you've got to press 1 to speak at 515-605-9325. Loren, what would you tell our listeners, the one thing that has made a difference in the quality of your life when it comes to fear and not moving forward? What's the one thing that sustains you? How do you move beyond that fear? I've got affirmations that I'm going to share with our listening audience, and they can email me. I'll send you a list of those affirmations if you email me at zelda@zeldaspeaks.com. But, Loren, what's the one thing?
Prayer. I would really say prayer is the key for me.
I can't do it. Help me. I need your help. Could you please send me in the direction? What do I need to do? Help me, Lord. Is it that kind of prayer?
Sometimes. Sometimes. I heard you earlier talking about praying for 2 weeks and crying through it and all of that. I've done that. Been there, done that. I do it all the time. I tell people all the time I need to go home and cry. Crying is good. There's nothing wrong with that. It's it's healthy. You release all of those negative thoughts, feelings. You have to release that stuff, because if you don't, you'll never move forward. So, I pray a lot. I read, I journal, I do all of those things. Not all the time, but when when my back up is against the wall, I know exactly what to do. It has gotten me through these 56 years of life, trust me. And I've got some stories. I should be writing a book.
Well,
but
we
moving
can
forward,
with that too.
Getting through is really it's been prayer, and I've just had to take the suggestions of other people. You have to I've gotten a mentor, which is new for me. I got a mentor. You need to talk to people that's already doing what you want to do. And I've surrounded myself with individuals that are on board, and I keep my mouth shut. You have to be very careful with whom you share your dreams with. Very careful. Through this whole process, I've been quiet. If you're not close to me and already know what I'm doing, you don't know. So through this whole process of getting this thing done, I've just, like the Bible says, mind your business. It also tells you about sharing with what is it, with swine or with dogs or something like that. But, if I go to the verse, I know it. But, sometimes you just need to keep certain things to yourself until you're ready to say, bam, here I am.
And bam, here you are. And thank you for being where you are and for moving forward beyond the fear, because it's the fear that keeps us in a state of anxiety, and we get into our emotions and our feelings, and that is what traps us, because we're in our head and not in our heart. Because if we move to the heart, that's where God is, and God will never send you in the wrong place, in the wrong direction. It may seem a bit out of way at the time, but trust and believe that there is the Creator that put you here in the first place with the divine idea. You don't think about in the morning when you wake up, is there going to be the sun? You don't think about whether or not there's going to be breath in your body to breathe. You just breathe. You just look up at the sun and see it there. So you have to have the same idea, the same thoughts, the same consciousness, and trust the universe that put you here, the Creator that put you here, that will guide you. You may be a little misdirected or off-centered at times, but that's all part of the process. It's part of the journey. So thank you for having the courage, Loren, and I know you've got to get out of here. You've got a long day ahead of you because you still have an employer.
Yeah,
you've got your hustle.
Gotta hit the clock.
Right.
You're right.
And
but
ain't nothing
okay,
wrong with having that until you can branch
out on
out
your own. Because the job is the source. That's God. Look, this is only a source to get me where I need to go. That's it. That's all
it's a channel.
That's the way
just
I
look
at it.
Yeah, just like radio was a channel to take us to another platform. You know, it's all in divine order, and we have to trust that. So I want to thank you so much.
So before I go, can I share two things?
Absolutely, absolutely.
My website, again, is www.thesole, SOLE, ingredient, all one word, the Sole Ingredient, V as in Victor, P as in Paul, web, WEB.com. I know it's long, working on that. The Sole Ingredient .vpweb.com, and if you want to contact me and talk about catering, whether it's a very small party, I know it's proms and all kinds of things going on right now, I can be reached at 312-719-7530.
312-719-7530. 312. And before you go, Loren, we've got one more caller. Mama Z, we got about 30 seconds, baby, on 5474. Mama AZ, Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us today. Loren has to go, and the show's almost over. If you'd like to share your comment, we'd love to hear you.
I thank you. It was divine timing. And say your number again. That's what I wanted, please.
312 719 7530. That's 312-719-7530. That is the Sole, SOLE, the Sole Ingredient .vpweb.com. The Sole Ingredient.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Mama Z, for calling in. And thank you, our listeners, for calling in. You always have to remember to press 1 to speak. Thank you so much, Loren, and thank you, our listening audience, for staying with us today. Thank you, and we'll chat later. And remember, tomorrow is coming up with Naima Latif on the Female Solution, and Wednesday, the same, Dr. Naima Latif. Maisha, let's talk about it on Thursday. Friday, Soul Purpose Healing with Vieta. Saturday, Be Love on Women Entrepreneurs International. And Sunday, Wanda Carter, Woman to Woman. And in your journey to life, remember that you are always at the right place at the right time doing the right thing. And thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back here Monday Morning Mindfulness, every Monday morning. You want to contact me during the week for your stress relief session, Zelda at zeldaspeaks.com, or you can always call me at 312-409-6619. That's 312-409-6619. And if you're serious about the craziness that's going on in Chicago and you want something to change, then volunteer for Dr. Willie Wilson for Mayor.com. His website is drwilliewilsonformayor.com, and hashtag is hashtag I am Willie Wilson and hashtag I am Dr. Willie Wilson. Stay on purpose, stay empowered. I'll see you next Monday morning. Same place, same time for your Monday morning mindfulness session on blogtalkradio.com. The Female Solution, Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a great day. Peace and blessings.
Israel, Toda, Pakistan, Shukriya, Afghanistan, Tashakkur, Saudi Arabia, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.